Welcome back, my duelist friends, casual duelist, and happy Friday. We're there, guys. It's nearly the weekend, and that means test hands. That means some test hands. So what we're going to be using is we're going to be using the Crystal Beast deck that Celestial Duelist built for us for the advanced format of the Yu-Gi-Oh game, and we're going to do a couple test hands here real quick. And I'm going to see whether or not I can figure out the brilliance in her madness. And again, she held like nothing back. We've got Dragoon in here. We got like a bunch of Utopia plays in here. And it's just fantastic. So I'm going to go first, and then I'm going to do a second test hand after that. And if neither one of them look amazing, I will go ahead and do like a forced test hand where she wrote down some notes here for me, and I will do that if I have to. So I do apologize again. I know I might sound a little bit off. Throat's still a little bit raw. The weather still just not deciding what it wants to do. Just wrecking me. So is what it is. Let's go ahead. Let's cut the deck, and let's go first. So again, she didn't add any traps to this, so we shouldn't get too clogged in the hand. Let's see what we don't get. So we got a Crystal Promise. That's okay. Amber Mammoth. We started with the Red Eyes. We got a rare value and a Topaz Tiger. So unfortunately for me, not a lot we can do here except basically set monster past turn. And she said that this does happen. But it's a little unfortunate. Let's try one more. Let's try one more going first. And then we'll see about going second. See what happens. And so that is probably one of the 15% that she said she was losing. Just got a brick hand. And I mean, honestly, looking at the deck, like it had all the potential. But that was one of the things I was worried about. I didn't want to say it to her. And I'm hoping that she doesn't actually watch this one and yell at me. Because the battle will be epic and she will attack my life points directly, guys. She, you know what? No, that sounds too much like domestic violence. It'll be fine, guys. She's just gonna yell at me for making fun. That's all that'll happen. All right, let's go ahead and give this another cut. There we go. And let's try it again going first. So Topaz, Goblinberg, cool. Value, cool. Beacon, cool. D-Mage. A couple of things we could do here now. You could literally just build up into... you could do like the Utopia play, but again, since you went first, there's no point. If we'd gone second, Utopia might be a good idea because of the Geki there. But realistically, my move here would be to play the Goblinberg, to play my Topaz Tiger. And then I would just simply overlay into Exiton Knight and then see what the next turn is going to have for me. Because right now I would have 4 cards between the field and hand. And my opponent's going to have 6, so I can let them play up. And as long as they're like in the lead, as long as their board position doesn't fall too far behind, this is not a terrible like little stallish tactic. So that's fine. It's not a terrible first turn, but it's also not the best. So we'll go ahead. We'll do this again. And this time, oops, we'll go ahead and do this on a going second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, draw. So let's see what we get. Call by the Grave, okay. Goblinberg again, that's fine. Crystal Beacon, okay. Release. Summoner Monk. Okay, I'm seeing something. We'll draw. Okay, we'll get the Geki. So let's pretend that I don't have the Raigeki because I don't really care about the Raigeki. I would play my Goblinberg to get my Summoner Monk. Goblinberg would click. Obviously, if the opponent had a crazy field that you couldn't play through, obviously you could just go ahead and bop it. But we're going to say that they don't. I think we might be able to do a bunch of shenanigans here, actually. Let me get rid of the called. Just because. Let me go Sapphire Pegasus off Monk. Okay, Sapphire Pegasus effect. Let's move these up just a little bit. Or I could just take my hand over here. So Sapphire Pegasus will let us do one card into the back row. Let's go with Mammoth. Okay. Equip with Crystal Release. Let's link to, which will pop our Crystal Release. Let's go Verdi Anaconda. There it is. Okay, so we got the Verdi Anaconda. We got that. Crystal Release will resolve now. We'll get another card from our deck, and we have beacons, so we can summon from the deck. So, let's go with another Pegasus, because again, this is what I was told is good. Now that we got Pegasus, we'll play Beacon. Beacon allows us to special since we now have 2 or more in the back row. Carbuncle effect. Move our boys forward into the foreground. Pegasus was summoned. Get card. Go Pegasus. See, I figure if we top into a Monster Reborn, we can get another Pegasus or whatever. There might be a chance to bring back the Ruby Carbuncle. Play another Ruby Carbuncle if we get a Beacon. And get the Pegasus back out, whatever we like. But really, I'm seeing the opportunity to play a couple of different cards here real quick. And that's the exciting bit, I think. And keeping the Geki in my hand is a really good idea, I believe. So what I'm going to want to do is I think I'm going to create my Xyz and my Link now. So I think I'm done messing with the extra deck. So let's link 2 over here. Linking 2 right there should give us our IP Masquerena, because we will be keeping the Anaconda no matter what. Like, Anaconda is going to be a thing. So this will be counting as Link 2 plus a Link 2. So I can go into a Link 4 potentially, or more comfortably a Link 3 like Unicorn, while still maintaining a card in my hand with the Raigeki. And then I will be able to take these guys. And since, of course, we went second, we should be able to go into our Utopia Double. With Utopia Double, let's go ahead, pitch Pegasus. Go with our quick effect, find our Double or Nothing spell. There's Double or Nothing. Pretend I shuffled a little bit. Now we get another card in our hand. So now we're up to 2 cards. Use our effect. Since it's her build, I'll go with her variant, the one she likes. We'll play up that Utopia. So, okay, now we got Utopia at 5k. They can double over to 10k when it attacks. So if there's a 2k or less monster over there, we got him. Okay. The next thing is we're going to go ahead and pay our 2k to go ahead and use the Verdi Anaconda's effect. Throw 1 fusion or polymerization spell from the deck to the discard pile and use that as the remainder of the effect. After this effect, we can no longer special summon for the turn, which is why it was important to get to Utopia first. So we're going to go ahead and send the Red Eyes Fusion. I'm going to show my opponent the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And since this is hand, deck, or field, we could choose deck, which is why I use the mac and cheese rares with these guys. I want to make sure that I'm quick and able to see them. So go ahead, toss those boys out of your deck. And again, that's a lot of cards played out for one turn. And, geez. And then you go ahead and you get your guy who can perform a counter as well. So you're set up for this turn. You're set up for next turn. You still have your double or nothing. You still have your Geki. We still have one Crystal Beast in the back row. So, like, all in all, excellent hand, excellent turn. We're able to destroy up to 2 monsters right off the rip with just Dragoon's effect, which means that if they just had like 2 monsters at 2k, whatever, that'd be the 4,000 right there, and then you'd follow up with 3 attacks. And again, even though the Utopia itself can't attack, I can negate the attack of another card like Dragoon and double him over with the double or nothing spell anyway. So brilliantly, like, this deck can do some crazy stuff. And I think this is it. I think this is the good test hand. I think this is the God hand. I don't think I have to force anything today. It's not the same move she instructed me to make, but it's very close. So we're just going to say we're good. But again, this does allow us to threaten Link 3 and 2. So you can still threaten any one of the nightmares over here. You will not be able to use your Boral Sword. You will not be able to... Well, you could use the Underworld Goddess, but you'd be giving up a lot of board position to play her. So yeah, this is it. This is what it does. A lot of this deck is playing just enough cards to sort of get you to where you can do the Vert Anaconda. And what's amazing is that the Crystal Beasts have like that extension with the beacon and the carbuncle play to just go ahead. You like the whole time you're just nickeling up the back row and then just going ahead and just like blowing the back row out and just using this other alternate resource. It's just another way to play a bunch of cards in one turn. And the fact that like the Summoner Monks can just use the excess amounts of the spells that you have. The Goblinbergs can just be useful. Like, there's so much about this deck I actually like. And another thing is, like, let's say that for some reason, you know, I did get the attack off with Utopia, but I wasn't able to do damage. And, like, let's say they threw up a Wabaku for some reason. You could still threaten Zeus afterward, too. And then you could be sitting on Zeus Dragoons and going into, like, just some crazy nightmares. So, like, the move actually has some pretty cool versatility. Seriously, Celestial, if you're watching this, thanks for building this for the channel this week. This is, I take back all the goofing. Like, you really have been paying attention. You've really been putting in the work during the play tests. And yeah, guys, everybody, like, if you enjoyed this too, just leave a comment down there thanking her. Or just to be a load of turds, I will leave a link to her channel where she's been playing the Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. I'll leave a link down there for you guys to actually go and say hi to her on her channel. Because honestly, this deserves it. This is good work. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys come back and check out Tech Analysis tomorrow. We're going to pick one card that we use throughout the week, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. If you guys want to take a guess at it, go for it. We will also be announcing the winner of this week's Speed Duel Spotlight. So you by the time you're watching this, the contest should be over. But you know what? I might just let people comment all the way up until midnight tonight, Friday. And then just use those as the entries. Again, you'd have to comment on that video for it to count. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, have a great day. Do the things, but do the thing where you guys enjoy your day more, okay? See you guys next time. Later.